We were so close to going a perfect 14-0 last week, but Baker, Big Show, Big Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers couldn't get it done for us. Super unfortunate. We move on. We have NFL Week 13 picks, predictions, and upsets. We're going to be predicting every game, all 16 matchups. We're going to talk about our walk of the week, upset of the week, game of the week, and toilet bowl game of the week. We have a multitude of absolute bangers for us on this beautiful Thanksgiving Day. We're going to hop right into it, starting with the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Now, I honestly expected the Lions to come out and put absolute belt on the Green Bay Packers. The offense is explosive. Jahmyr Gibbs is potentially the best running back in the game. The defense is getting to the quarterback, but something about the Green Bay Packers, one, this is a Thursday night division game. I've been telling y'all all year, Thursday night division games, Titans, I don't know if we're going to use the Titans as an example. Y'all erase that one from your memory. It could be the bad teams beating the good teams. It could be the good teams struggling with the other good teams. Thursday night games, Thursday day games, division games have been absolutely ridiculous this year. And the thing with the Green Bay Packers, I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. They play up to their competition. They play down to their competition. One thing I do know is they are letting the defense control the game, and they are going out there. They're being conservative on offense. They're doing what they do. They're doing what they need to do to win football games. I'm going to be real. I'm rocking with the Green Bay Packers to win this game. And I know some of y'all noticed the sunglasses aren't on today. Not feeling it. Eyes swollen, nose running, just throat. I don't know how I'm doing this. The allergies are ridiculous. So on to our next game, our game of the week. The second week in a row. I can't remember last week if the Cowboys were our upset of the week or the game of the week, but they've been in a title batch over the last 2 weeks, and this team is looking revived. It's looking rejuvenated on the defensive side of the ball. Quinnen Williams coming in, making the whole deal on better, letting Kenny Clark do what Kenny Clark does best. You got Overshown back. You added Logan Wilson. You got back a young stud cornerback that was supposed to be one of the best cornerbacks in the draft, came in with a knee injury and slipped to the Dallas Cowboys. Massive additions, getting guys back healthy. And you can see the defense has drastically changed. You could tell, it was the Raiders. I get it. They were still getting to the ball on the Raiders. Then they go and play the Philadelphia Eagles down 21-0. They hold them scoreless. After they score 21 points, they settle in. The offense goes out there and does work. And then you got a team like the Kansas City Chiefs back against the wall. Patrick Mahomes got to go out there and get this game done. This is the problem, and I don't want to say the problem with Patrick Mahomes. This is what the wide receiver, the team he has right now, you got to be a guy like Josh Allen who can be mobile, who can go out there and make plays, because you got to put the team on your shoulders. Now, I believe Patrick Mahomes can put the team on his shoulders, but the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to have to keep up with the Dallas Cowboys team, who we've seen go out there and score 40-plus points. Can the Kansas City Chiefs do that? I'm not 100% sure. The defense doesn't look great. The offense doesn't look amazing. Give me the Dallas Cowboys winning our game of the week. On to our upset of the week. Back to back, ladies and gentlemen. We got Joe Burr and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Marvelous Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens looking to seal up the division, but they have a division opponent on Thursday who is getting their quarterback back. They're getting back their wide receiver one. The run game is going to be there because their quarterback's back now. The defense should be playing a little bit better because the offense is going to be able to move the ball and not keep the defense on the field. Taking on the Ravens, who have had one of the best defenses through the last 6 weeks of football. They just allowed their first 20-plus point game in 6 weeks of football. I don't care who you play. That's absolutely ridiculous. Lamar goes out there. He knows how to put the team on his shoulders, but can they play perfect team football? Can the wide receiver core come together? Can the tight end room come together? Can the defense come together and stop Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals? It's kind of the same thing. Can you outscore the Bengals? Because they're going to try to put up 40 points. And I'm going to be real. I got Joe Burrow in the return to the gridiron for the Cincinnati Bengals with our upset of the week, potentially making a playoff run. That division is still wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have the Bears at the Eagles on Friday night football. We have a Black Friday game, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Red Hot Bears taking on the what is wrong with our offense, Philadelphia Eagles. The Bears firing on offense, the Bears firing on defense. They are getting two of their best secondary players back this week. Jalen Johnson, if I said that name wrong, dear Lord, I'm so sorry, activated from the IR, and I forget who else they're getting back, but this is massive for the Bears, a team who has been winning games at the last second, field goal, going down there and scoring. Caleb Williams, I'm going to say, I think I was the only believer. Everyone I've ever talked to, Caleb Williams isn't good this, Caleb Williams isn't good that. Does he still make mistakes? Absolutely. You can see him settling in as a real quarterback in the NFL. And with the Eagles offense, I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's the play calling. I don't know if Hurts is a fraud. I don't know if A.J. Brown is being a little crybaby. You know what? In the locker room. You might not have Devontae Smith this week. The defense is really what carries this team. And with the Eagles, we've seen they've been able to put up points. They haven't been able the last few weeks. They just put up 21 on the Dallas Cowboys. If they can get the offense going, this is definitely a repeat Super Bowl team. I'm rocking with the Philadelphia Eagles humbling the Chicago Bears on Black Friday football. Next, we have our lock of the week. I don't have to dive into this one too much. We have the LA Rams taking on the Panthers. The Panthers have one of the craziest ends of the schedule. When everyone was like, oh, the Panthers could win the division, I went and looked at their last 5 games. There's absolutely 0.00000% chance the Panthers win the schedule or make playoffs or win the division. Whatever you think they're going to do, they're not going to do. I do believe in Bryce Young. I think he's a solid quarterback. I think it's a young team. I think they're getting it all together. They're going to be good in years to come. Matthew Stafford's about to throw 7 touchdowns on this defense. I'm so sure of it. I might throw it on a parlay. Give me the LA Rams with the big LA win. Next, the 49ers at the Browns. And it was hard for me to choose this one because y'all know what time it is, baby. It's perfect timing. They told me go bust down my AP. Perfect timing. Let's get it. Shador season is confirmed. We are back with Shador Sanders at the helm. And I just want to say they try to assassinate his character so much. When have the Browns ever ran Wildcat in the red zone? Score twice off of it because they don't want Shador Sanders to get his touchdowns. It is what it is. Kevin Stefanski, I get it. You wanted the little dome Dylan Gabriel to be that guy. He's not that guy. It is Shador Sanders. You probably won't be in the Cleveland Browns organization next year, so it won't matter. 49ers. I don't know what kind of juju, what kind of curse, if he sold his soul. Shanahan might be the best coach in the league. I've said this week in and week out, what he's doing with a battered, beat up, torn up defense. And you know what's crazy? We don't hear 49ers fans screaming, oh, we're hurt, like all those Lions fans were doing last year. It's hilarious. 49ers defense is going out there and just putting belt to you know what, no matter who's on the gridiron. You got Brock Purdy, it doesn't matter. You got Matt Jones, it doesn't matter. You can plug B into that offense. We're going to go out there and we're going to win a football game off the big back of big Christian McCaffrey, who I think is the best running back in this league. He just doesn't get his credit because we've seen him at the top of the pinnacle. We've seen him at the top of the tower before, and we're just used to it. We're like, oh, it's Christian McCaffrey. He's supposed to do this. So he inherently doesn't get the love he wants. Give me the San Francisco 49ers coming out with the win. Next, we have the Texans at the Colts. This is going to be an interesting game. C.J. Stroud is back. They were on a 3-0 win streak with Davis Mills, and I think it's because they go out there and they really simplify the offense. We're seeing a lot of teams do this. Simplify the offense, do your checkdowns, do your reads, throw it away, get to the next play, and let off a defense like that. That's all you need to do, and I think that's what C.J. Stroud needs to realize. You don't got to go out here and make these big, robust plays. You don't have to go out here and throw bombs downfield. You just need to go out here, protect the ball, get in field goal range if possible, or score a touchdown. And that is what the Indianapolis Colts are doing amazingly. But this week, they're about to get absolute belt, and that could be massive for this division with the Texans trying to close in quick on the Indianapolis Colts in the division. You also got the Jags too, though. So there's a lot going on right now that's really, we don't know what is happening. Can Danny Dimes go out here, not get sacked, protect the football, and keep putting him in field goal range? Can the defense step up? I don't think so. I'm going with the Houston Texans with a big Houston win on Sunday. Next, we have the Toilet Bowl game of the week. And there's actually another game that could have got this, but it's the other game is so bad, it's like low-key good. You know what I mean? Like it could be competitive. This game, the Dolphins are probably going to blow out the Saints. There's probably going to be no chance. You're not going to flip to this game and be like, oh, let me watch the highlights of this game. Toilet bowl game of the week. Give me the Dolphins over the Nolan Saints. Our Falcons at the Jets. Speaking of what could have been our toilet bowl game of the week, I mean, it could be interesting. You're going to have Kirk Cousins out there. The Jets are firing on all cylinders. I mean, they've won, 3 games? So this could be a potential banger. Both of these teams probably don't want to win because they want a better draft pick. I am rocking with the Atlanta Falcons with the win on this one, though. We have the Cardinals at the Bucks. The Cardinals are going to get thrown in a circle per usual. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers led off the big back of Big Bake Show, Big Bake Sale, Big Baker Mayfield. Hopefully he plays this week. Hopefully the shoulder isn't that bad. If he doesn't play this week, I might lean towards the Cardinals, so y'all watch that. If Baker doesn't play this week, I'm going Cardinals. If Baker does play this week, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, allergies are killing me, boys. Next, we have the Jags at the Titans. I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is this a game they could absolutely lose? Absolutely they could. The Jaguars have been so suspect this year. They're good one week, bad the next week. They have a lead. They try to blow it. They come from behind. They win the game. Such a bipolar team. And the Titans are looking better and better each week. Now, they're still putting a JUCO field out there, a JUCO team out on the field. The wide receiver core is absolutely horrendous. And I think Cam Ward is starting to, settle down, learn how you have to be an NFL quarterback. I think he's going to be okay in this league. I'm still rocking with the Jacksonville Jaguars with the big W. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on my Seattle Seahawks. They might have a chance if they don't put 9 on the field. That's his alter ego name, right, chat? 9. How about 9 interceptions, you bum? J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold's going to be looking to go out here and probably put 6 touchdowns on his former team. Better receiver in Justin Jefferson, showing him that JSN is here. He's the guy at the top, and he's going to be the guy to stay. Better run game, better defense. The Seattle Seahawks are probably going to win this game by 15 plus. Give me the Seattle Seahawks with the big dub at home. We have the Raiders at the Chargers. Now, the Raiders are an interesting team. Who are we going to see him roll out at quarterback? I don't know. Ashton Genty, is he a bust? Potentially not. The O-line's dominated, decimated, beat up. The D-line is, it's okay. You got Max Crosby, really no one else performing. You got the secondary. You got the Chargers, who are in a really weird situation, missing 2 of their starting tackles. You're getting a Marion Hampton back who was allegedly dealing with an ankle fracture that we didn't really know about. So that's super interesting. For me as a fantasy Marion Hampton owner, that's great to know because I was really expecting to get him back and healthy this week. So great. I'm probably gonna miss playoffs. That being said, I'm rocking with the LA Chargers. Better coached, better team, and better opportunities ahead of them. Give me the LA Chargers with the win. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills at the Steelers. We are closing in to close out our Week 13 of football. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button. Same thing, whatever it is. The Buffalo Bills let off the big back of big Josh Allen. The wide receiver core, absolutely awful. The run game hasn't been there. The defense is terrible. Taking on potential Aaron Rodgers, potential Mason Rudolph and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It really depends to me who's going to go out there and start this week. If it's Aaron Rodgers, give me the Steelers. If it's Mason Rudolph, give me the Bills because they're not going to be able to outpace Josh Allen. Next, we have Sunday Night Football, the Broncos and the Commanders. Give me the Broncos by I want to say 20, but they can't really score like that. But just give me the Broncos with the win. Commanders, one of the worst defenses in the league. I do want to shout out my boy Bobby Wagner. If you do not think Bobby Wagner is a first ballot Hall of Famer, you have lost your absolute mind. He is a Hall of Famer. He has led the league. He has been top 5 in tackles since entering the league. If that's not consistency, if that's not a GOAT, I don't know what is. Shout out Bobby Wagner. The Commanders' defense is still terrible. He can't do it all. Give me the Denver Broncos with a big Denver dub. Next, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Football. The Giants at the Patriots, and the Giants have been looking to upset someone for weeks. Can it be the New England Patriots? I think it can be. Do I think it will be? Absolutely not. I'm rocking with the New England Patriots. Big Drake May with a big Drake win. The run game's immaculate. The quarterback plays great. The wide receiver core is solid enough to go out there and get it done. The defense is one of the best in the leagues. New York can go out there and slang it on some of the best defenses in the league. They just really haven't been able to close games out. And I do want to shout out Jameis Winston. There should be no team that should legally be able to hold him hostage on a roster. He should be starting in the NFL no matter what. I don't care what team you have to put him on. It needs to be in a contractual agreement. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our week 13 picks, predictions, and upsets. This is our recap, our upset of the week. Give me the Bengals over the Ravens, our lock of the week. The Rams over the Panthers, our game of the week. I'm rocking with Big Dak Prescott and the Big Dallas Cowboys over the Kansas City Chiefs. And for our toilet bowl game of the week, give me the Dolphins over the Saints. If you have different predictions, let me know who you think wins, who you think loses, who you think's going to make the Super Bowl. Let me know all things football down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.